let's try something new. There is this firmware called Klipper, which will basically merge a Raspberry Pi and your existing printer's motherboard to act as one. With that, the Pi can take over some of the work that the printer board normally has to do. I'm using this, a Big Tree Tech SKR Mini E3V3 for my Ender 3 V2, together with a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, running Clipper. I've been running into some issues with ringing and really excessive ringing with this printer in the past, so I wanted to try an accelerometer. This is basically a sensor which can measure resonances and frequencies of basically anything you attach it to. If we use it with Klipper and a Raspberry Pi, you can measure resonances and fight ringing. I don't really know how that works, but I really want to try it out, so I ordered one. What the printer will do is, if you have the accelerometer attached to the printer, it will wiggle around really fast to find any resonances with the accelerometer, which will then send this data to the Raspberry Pi. This can then create a profile to combat these resonances, which in theory and in practice, like many posts on Reddit have shown, how to combat these ringing issues. Now I've ordered one of these accelerometers to try that out. It will arrive shortly, I hope tomorrow, so we can try speeding things up. Of course, you already know that I have extremely modified my Ender 3 to a point of no recognition anymore, and I thought I'd show you some of the mods I already did to it. Now I have replaced this fan because this is quieter than the stock fan it came with. I have mounted all the electronics outside of the housing, obviously. I still have to work for some ventilation in here, but this is closable. You can close this up if this printer was in the way. It looks a little bit like a bomb, but I have upgraded to direct drive and a dual gear extruder, basically a BNG clone, a upgraded shroud which uses 3 40mm by 10mm fans to do its job. Also, I have upgraded Dual Z, and as I have told you earlier, it uses Klipper firmware with this Raspberry Pi 3B Plus and this SKR E3 V3. Currently I'm running Clipper on this Pi, which is suboptimal if you want to use any other Klipper features besides Klipper itself. In the next steps I'm going to show you how I went from Clipper to Moonraker or Mainsail Klipper, which can actually utilize all its features. My main point why I wanted to use Octoprint instead of Mainsail is the Spaghetti Detective, which is now renamed to Obico, but we'll call it Spaghetti Detective because I find it to be a way more fitting name than Obico. In case you don't know what Obico or Spaghetti Detective is, it is a plugin for Octoprint, or now Mainsail too, where it watches over your prints. And if it starts to fail or see some kind of malfunction in your print, it will detect that, send you an email, and if it's too bad, automatically pause the print. It will not stop it, it will pause the print, so you always have the option to continue the print. It is a partly paid service though. I have paid like $20 for 500 detective hours, so it watches my prints for over 500 hours. But there are also subscription plans for like a shop, or if you have 3 or more printers, I can just blend them in here somewhere. This is not sponsored, by the way, I just really like the plugin. And so I really wasn't drawn to Mainsail, but Obico has just announced that it is now officially compatible with Mainsail, so I'm gonna give that a shot. So we're gonna head over to my workstation. Hold it right there. Since I have forgotten to actually record the process of installing Fluid, it went pretty well. I did a few test prints for my armor, which are these little clamp mechanisms. Yeah, sorry for interrupting this guy. By the way, I have 2 new printers which I am really excited to show you. One of which is kind of my project for the next few months, which is this one. So definitely have an eye out on my channel, since I am trying to be very active on this one. I just need to order some parts for it. So keep your eyes peeled, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.